What's going on, guys? This is TM25MD, and I have another Duelyst live for you guys today. Today we'll be playing something kind of memey, not entirely my idea, but I want to say this was started by R-Hacker, or I think it was R-Hacker. I'm not quite entirely sure. R-Hacker or CD or one of those guys, but this is going to be an Extinction Event deck. And it's been pretty decent, to be honest, but we'll dive into the deck and I'll show you a really fun replay I just had with the list, and then we'll go into some ladder games. So yeah, Extinction Event, obviously you're going to use Ragnora for this one. We have Greater Fortitude and Eggmorse for combos, 10 damage burst, potentially more. And we have a bunch of rebirth minions in Raptor, Young Silithar, Cryptographer. Well, it's not really rebirth, but we can generate a lot of eggs, right? Possibly with Cryptographer, Mentor, Young Silithar, Raptors, and Raid Binders. The only edits I added to the deck was one Earth Sphere and one Silithar Elder. I just thought that would be a nice add-in, a little bit of healing, since we're going to be using Extinction Event. Not as our primary win condition, but as a secondary win condition. If we can't just, deal a lot of damage and overwhelm our opponent with, a sheer amount of eggs through, just Zoetic Charm value or, Progenitor. I wanted one Earth Sphere, originally two. I guess you can cut out the Silithar Elder for a second copy of Earth Sphere, but I felt like focusing on minions would be pretty good. So it's a pretty straightforward deck. Two Rebukes, can try and set up for those combos, right? Allows you to go face a little bit more, right? If you have a Zoetic Charm, you can just go face with your minions, cast Rebuke, clear opponent's board if possible, and you have the Zoetic Charm attached, and your opponent will have a very difficult time dealing with those eggs under Force Field. So that's pretty much the deck. I wanted to include some Rage Reactors, but I like to focus on minions. If I were to cut for Rage Reactor, I guess you could cut the Silithar and the Earth Sphere for Rage Reactors and whatnot, but I feel comfortable with the Earth Sphere and the Silithar Elder. This Silithar Elder actually won me the game, and it brings back memories to beta and whatnot. When I first started, it was I really liked Silithar Elder. So yeah, this was a really fun game. This was me messing around, but with the list, I think I've only taken this on ladder once, and that was his last game. So, but I did play it on ranked, and it did pretty decently. So we had one there, plus the other ranked win, so I think 7-0 so far with it, which is not entirely horrible. But granted, the only ranked win I have is this one, but see if we can improve on that today. So basically, we actually played a very difficult matchup. So I think this deck is not entirely quote-unquote meme-worthy. So pretty much, I kept the Mecanter for a little bit, thinking that I might need it. And I probably should kept the Rebuke, looking at what my opponent had this coming turn. Right? So I just lead on with the Silithar as opposed to a Cryptographer. I can always play the Cryptographer the following turn, and this, prevents being natural selected, right? So my opponent leads off with a Biomimetric Hulk and a Young Silithar. So this could be like it could just be a standard mid-range list, but it could also have Evolutionary Apex, which would make this 10-10 with Rush, which would be kind of scary. At least I don't know if they fixed that, or that was intended, but I just cleared this and developed a egg of my own. As I said, I didn't need to play Cryptographer right away. And he has the answer, which kind of stinks. So for now, and he develops another biometric Hulk. So my plan now is just trying to do a little bit of face damage and run away. Hope he doesn't have that time weaver. I think that's what it's called. So yeah, just gonna ignore the crater for now and try and deal some face damage and try and set this up so I don't have to use rebuke. And hope and pray he doesn't have the time weaver or whatever it's called. And search for those rebukes. And it's kind of curious that he played the second Mimetric Hulk way out of the position, in my opinion. I think it would have been better off like here or here. And it makes sense that he traded it in the crater, such that this I can't clear his Drogon or his Biomimetric Hulk, but I do replace it to that homeostatic rebuke, so I can just start dealing face damage to him, and pretty much just run away. So he's already down to 13, 3 cards in hand. I think we're in an excellent position. I mean, he could Plasma Storm, but he'll get rid of this Biomimetric Hulk, so I don't think he wants to do that. So I think we were in a decent position here, right? He could Mecanter, but he can't get rid of everything, so I thought that was pretty juicy. And he's backing up. He might have Saurian Finality or something, so I think we were okay. Just to back up, rebuke his face and call it a turn. Or excuse me, wait until this one hatches or builds, and might as well just force him to deal some face damage, right? Yeah, pretty much. He can't deal with another Mecanter. Wouldn't do anything. Yeah, it'll deal 4 damage to my face, but it wouldn't clear any of my board, and I can just use rebuke the following turn, right? So we have a very juicy rebuke here, and I think he's aware of that, but I don't think he can do anything about it. He's 1 turn short of a Saurian Finality. Even if he did have a Finality, I think my play stands anyways. Well, there's a Thunderhorn, which is pretty okay, and him backing off is excellent, actually. So I don't think he has the Finality in hand right now, given that he's backed up all the way there. So my play is simple, just hit the thing and rebuke. Nice little emote, because I think this is a juicy rebuke, and it's important that I moved after I played rebuke, because if I moved towards the Mecanter played rebuke, I would have taken 4 damage. Just a fun fact, the frenzy does count. On rebuke, it hits the frenzy activates, and it hits things around it. So you got to be wary of that. And he has the Plasma Storm, which is fine by me. And I think this is as much as I wanted to keep the Greater Fortitude. Actually, I know I do keep it, but I am short of lethal right here, right? Since he does have the attack buff, I can't do anything about it, really. I can't kill him, even though this is 10 damage. But with his attack buff, it's only 5. And I think this is the time he plays not homeostatic rebuke, Saurian Finality, which kind of stinks because we did see Drogon earlier. So another one would be 18 damage. So I just need to body block as best as I can, keep the distance. We get our Extinction Event, which I think I need to hold on to, right? Yeah, just play a bunch of eggs, surround my opponent, try and make it awkward for him. Plasma Storm would kind of suck, but that would require him hitting the Ripper or the Rage Binder. And he has another Crater, which kind of stinks, but it's okay. And there's a Thunderhorn. I was thinking about it, egg morphing it, But I feel like I could just trade my progenitor in here and develop more eggs. I think that was the better play. So what I do is trade my progenitor in, play my raptor behind him. Maybe playing my raptor in front of him would have been better. But I wanted to play it behind him to, you know, try and keep him at bay over there. So I played it behind him. Alternatively, I could have just played it below him, force him up this way, and I could start moving around this way. But I don't think that mattered too much. But it looks like he's not too concerned about this erratic raptor. And he has he has the second Saurian finality, which means if he has Drogon, we're dead. So I got to replace the egg morph here. So it kind of really stinks. So I just really got to box him in here. Otherwise, I lose to, you know, Drogon, right? And since he does have 6 mana, I got to play around Mythron a little bit and find the least expendable minion. I doubt he'll draw his third. What's it gonna call it? Saurian finality. If he is running 3, I just gotta hold off until Extinction Event. You know, all I need, since he's taking a lot of damage, he's effectively healed for 20, right? So he should be dead by now. But and we just gotta hope he doesn't have any like invigoration or sphere or that third. The third worst case scenario is the third Saurian finality. I don't think we could have survived if we had it. So I'm again gonna play around Mythron a little bit and play Lava Slasher in his face like that. Surround him so he has to go this way. So that allows me to retreat up here and go this way. So again, 2 more turns until I can play Extinction Event, so I just need to hold off until then. And since he's punching everything, he's taking a lot of damage. And I think all he has is this Ragebinder. Maybe he doesn't have anything else. Maybe he has just a natural selection. That's why he wasn't able to play anything right now. So. And I just play my Bloodbound Mentor to get the full surround on him. And play my egg in here and just run to the corner. That's the best I can do. I don't punch with any of them to play around Plasma Storm because I do want to set up lethal the following turn, because he does play Plasma Storm and Natural Selection, which I think he has in his hand, the Natural Selection. The Natural Selection would just get rid of one of my eggs and I would have 2 available, meaning I can just punch face and with both of them play Extinction Event and win. And exactly, we have the lethal here. So despite 2 Mythranthers, Plasma Storm, 2 Biomimetic Hulks, 2 Saurian finalities, which were the big ones. If he didn't have 2 Saurian finalities, the game would have been over so much earlier, but he had it. That's the beauty of going second as Magmar. So we got a nice Extinction Event off there. So let's go hop into a ladder match and hopefully we can keep this momentum going. And Vanar is going to be a little bit difficult if it's a ramp Vanar with mana death grips. If it's a tempo with you know, just a lower curve, it's going to be difficult. We can get rid of this Extinction Event right now. As well as the Bloodbound Mentor. Though it's not bad to hold on to it. I would like this for... This isn't really that good, to be honest, against Malicious Wisp. You know, he still gets the mana ramp, and I'm down a mana, so there's no point in actually keeping that, in my opinion. Unless he has Thunderhorn, which I really haven't seen much of. So I'll drop it for now. As we got another Bloodbound Mentor. See what he has. 3 Kanurum Cots. Oh, that stinks. That's not bad for me, to be honest. He cannot play Malicious Wisp, which is pretty good. So I think I think I'll just play Cryptographer. I think that's the best course of action because I can most likely ramp. Unless he has a Death Grip, which he could have. So maybe Cryptographer wasn't the best play, but it is bound to happen anyways. We got this Extinction Event. I'm inclined to hold on to it now. Seeing a bunch of eggs, you know, and possibilities in my hand. Gravity, well, okay. Why didn't you move forward first? Unless you plan on taking these 2 tiles, but... So you have 3 mana again? And you can play something like, I'm so confused. Why did he play? I'm pretty confused. Why did he take those 2 mana tiles? I guess to stop me, but sure, I guess. Let's do this. Let's clear these walls. I think here is fine. There is no more aspect of Shimzar. I'll stun the one. And I don't think we need this rebuke at this point in time. Magmar. Then I think I will develop the Bloodbound Mentor right here. He can ramp into 5, which would be a Dancing Blades, of which he would get no value from. Not quite sure what else he can play. Malicious Wisp. Sure. Aspect of Ego. That's smart. That means I can't... Wait, what? I'm confused. I mean, like, that's smart. But he just played 2 cards. Just to keep that permanent mana. And this doesn't even affect, because it's OG. That's really interesting. Okay, what can I do here? I can drop you, honestly. Double Lava Slash is pretty nice. He does have access to Frostburn next turn, but I think that's okay. Which I think is okay. So let's go to this Kashrai Fenblade. Play our Zoetic Charm. And let's just play it here, because why not? Yeah, you can come over and punch it, but Frostburn wouldn't do anything there, so it's good to have the charm up. He can get rid of my artifact if he has something like Blood Tear, and obviously Warbird in his face, or you could also use a Chromatic Cold. That's another way to do it. I don't think I need 2 of these Magmars, to be quite honest. So he's trying to get rid of it. Let's see if he has that cold. Blistering, Blinding Snowstorm, that'll do it. But I don't believe it'll kill my eggs. And these guys have free movement. I don't think I need 2 of those guys. Let's play around. He has Warbird next turn. Which can be kind of scary. Actually, I'll just move it here, play around Warbird. I didn't think about that. Actually, I can play around Warbird. Play Blind Lava Slasher, and the question is, do I punch with these? It's 9 damage. And I have BBS next turn Egg Morph. So if I draw... yeah, why not? Can't deal with... I mean, even if he has Frostburn, that's his entire turn plus Warbird. And this guy's still up, so... yeah, let's do 9 damage to him. Why not? We might not even need Extinction Event. If we can draw a Greater Fortitude, which there are 3 in the deck. Yeah, that's what I thought. Frostburn, that's fine. I can't get rid of this Lava Slasher. Unless he has, I don't know. Yeah. Because we could have done, if we drew Greater Fortitude, that was game. Which was pretty nice. So yeah, Zoetic Charm putting in work. Assassin quest completed, sweet. So let's look for one. Currently 100% win rate with the deck in both ranked and unranked, so not bad. Let's see what else he can do, or what we can find. Vanar was one of the trickier ones, but so the Zoetic Charm was of essence. But all around, I don't think this is a bad deck. Yeah, we lose a little bit of, aggression and tempo plays with the loss of Moor and Curve, or Finisher rather. But we did gain, valuable, not necessarily control, but snowball effect with Zoetic Charm, right? It allows us to be aggressive a little bit earlier and make removal difficult for our opponent, right? Because that's a little bit of a weakness of an egg minion, right? After you've got a hit off, right? Let's say a young Silthar, you're a 2/1. If you hit again, you become an egg, right? And then your opponent can just remove it the following turn, right, with his face. So Zoetic Charm pretty much just bypasses that weakness, or patches up that weakness, and it's pretty good. It's a very powerful art attack, and it gives you +1 attack, so it allows you to trade if need be. So I've seen some people, when they use Zoetic Charm, they just equip it and run away, and they just forego positioning for the sake of trying to snowball. And if, let's say that it gets answered with something like just a bunch of pings, or with Fae rather, right? Pings and Warbird, then you can be in a little bit of a pickle, right? But anyways, we got Vanar again. Alright, except this time we're going first. So that could be a little bit trickier when it comes to Malicious Wisp. He's in gold. How did I... Is there like nobody on ladder? Must be. Must be nobody on ladder. Because I know there's some people in like the 60s and 70s of X rank. So let's get rid of the Extinction Event. Hello, Silthar Elder. Let's play that Golem Metallurgist right there. Call it a turn. If he has something like Heart Sister, Band of Death Grip, I'll feel kind of bad. It's my famous Ragwander. I don't think I want to watch Wander, to be honest. Nothing too exciting about it, other than, oh, I got Flash early, or oh, I top decked X removal. But we can get a early Lava Slasher, it would be pretty good. As much as I want to keep the young Silthar online, I think it's in my best interest not to. Sure. I don't want to put him up to 5 mana, so there's no reason in doing that. And I don't see a reason to play my Lava Slasher just yet. I don't mind playing into Fisher, that'll be his turn. Let's call it a turn. And we could potentially have access to Mythron next turn, which is I think will be pretty high value, but we got all 3 of our Golem Metallurgist in hand and a 3 mana potentially Lava Slasher. He's getting the 5 mana regardless if he uses the Wisp, but I'd rather him not have it, 5 mana this turn. He can play something like Dancing Blades, which would be pretty good. He can also play, I don't know, Blue Conjurer. Not quite sure what else you can play on 5 mana as Vanna. You can play Cloud Caller on tile if he gets to it. Yeah, a lot of possibilities, so that's why I don't want to give him 5 mana, so let him work for it, right? Looks like a mana death grab. It kind of stinks, but I think that'll be his turn, unless he plays, actually no, he can't even play Malicious Wisp. Doesn't have the mana to do so. That's his turn. I think I just play Mythron. This is a pretty juicy Mythron. It's the only way I get rid of it too. Though, and I can save Lava Slasher for next turn, right? I think that's the play. Because if I just play Lava Slasher now and develop an egg, I can't play Mythron next turn. I don't have a play for the next turn, so I don't mind stepping into Warbird for this. And yeah, let's put him 16. Fisher's not a good play, even if it's double Fisher, because he still has this potentially a 7 damage, 9 with Greater Fortitude. I doubt you would run Ramp, Mana Death Grip, and Ramp just to satisfy a potential Glacial Fisher. I just think that's unreasonable. This could be a Heart Sister. It would make sense. I don't think Heart Sister's particularly. It gets rid of the Mythron if he doesn't have Frostburn in his deck. We'll see. Could have double Heart Sister. That would stink. Double Heart Sister. Because that means he can clear both of my guys. Oh gosh, he does have it. Oh no, he doesn't. Okay. Doesn't have it, thankfully. Frigid Corona. Mythron, sure. There's that. Okay. So this is what I'm talking about. Keep the Greater Fortitude just in case I find like an Egmorph. That's not an Egmorph. Just gonna back off. Maybe I should have only backed off 1. This is a little bit far away. Well, and just being mana efficient. Oh no, is the client really dying on me? It died on me in Team Wars. I won, as I said, I won. I think I showed it on this channel. I won 5 in a row, and then the client died on me. Just stopped responding. That kind of sucked. Yeah, I should have played it 1 forward because I can go here to here. I can't do it there, so I should only have backed off 1. I shouldn't have played around Mesmerized Fisher. that wouldn't have been a good play at all. So just backing off one and playing it here was the correct play. I don't know if I can still kill him. Not quite sure. Maybe. Malicious Wisp? Oh, that stinks. Probably throw away one of the greater fort. Two Malicious Wisps? That's no fun. Okay. Metal. Oh my gosh, we've seen so many of these Golem Metallurgists. Anywho. So we're going to get all of our mana back. Actually, it doesn't matter where I move my Lava Slasher, it's just going to be trading in. So we're going to have 6 mana. And he doesn't have Aspect of Shimzar plus Thunderhorn, so we don't have to worry about that. This is where we could get really punished by it if we were playing something like Unranked, right? Unfortunately, we do not have the mana to play Extinction Event just yet, so we're going to have to wait a little bit. But we could just kill him before then, which is why I wanted to feature Extinction Event, feature that replay for Extinction Event, because I may not be able to do so. Oh, this could be a Loom Charge. Yeah, it looks like a Luminous Charge. A bit unnecessary in my opinion, but it might be what we need to get an effective... Might be what we need to get an effective Extinction Event off, to be quite honest. Okay. Can we kill him? I think he's dead, right? Yeah, he's dead. Yep, double Greater Fortitude is 14 damage, so we have more than enough. Oh, oops, I forgot to... Oh, no. He's still dead anyways. I didn't mean to move. But yeah, he's dead anyways. As I said, we might not be able to feature Extinction Event, so that's why I wanted to show it in that replay. So 100% win rate with this deck. This deck's unstoppable. It's tier 0. It's not tier 0. I'm kidding. So I think we're pretty good here. But yeah, we do have 100% win rate with it, which is pretty good. So 3 of which are in ranked, and I don't think 3 in ranked and. Actually, no, it's 10 and 0. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus 3. Yeah, 10 and 0, 3 in ranked, 7 in unranked. So, that's pretty good. This is why I don't play Vannar as much anymore. They can be nice when pecked out, but the Vannar I was trying was just not very good. But this Extinction Event is actually pretty good, so we didn't get to showcase the Silthar Elder. We ended up replacing it, so I guess that can be another copy of Bloodbound Mentor, or you know, like another Rebuke or something along those lines. I'll try it a little bit. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed Extinction Event. 100% win rate, tier 0, and it was a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun playing with it, so hope you guys can craft Extinction Event. I mean, like, if you want to find, if you're a newer player and you want to, you know, make a couple, like 1 or 2 good decks, then I would say this deck is not for you. I don't know how competitive. It's competitive, but I don't think it's like super good or anything, right? So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye guys.